Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be reacting to the entirety of Jupiter's Darling by Heart. It's been a bit of time since we visited Heart on the channel, but over here we love the Wilson sisters. Anytime Anne screams, it pretty much lights my entire body on fire in the best possible way. And of course, all of Nancy's riffing on the acoustic, as well as her harmonies, they are a match made in heaven. And dude, they have so many albums. We haven't even listened to one from start to finish. So today with Jupiter's Darling, this is going to be my first time giving a full album reaction to Heart. We've definitely listened and enjoyed our fair share of Heart, but oftentimes out of order. But today, we're changing that tune, and that comes as a special request from Scott. So thank you very much, my friend, for requesting this album, and of course, for bringing some more Heart to the channel. Now, my friends, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the music. We're going to start with the electronic press kit, which was released sort of in conjunction, or I think preparation for the full album release. And then, of course, listen to all the songs from start to finish. Then I'll give my album review and my favorite songs on the record. All right, let's begin.
Our mom and dad were really encouraging because we all liked to sing and play, and every kind of music was in our home, from classical and opera and jazz and blues. And so when we saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan's show, we had to have guitars, and we had to be the Beatles, Not try to marry the Beatles, but really be the Beatles. Let's be the Beatles.
Which is a little bit hard when you don't have a penis, but, we kind of made it work. Most girls want to just have a rock star boyfriend. But for us, that was not nearly enough.
No,
you had to get up there and do it yourself. Well, let's just play rock and roll. Why not?
Over a dozen albums. I think they have 16 studio albums in total.
Tell me why after all this time is the light hiding in your eyes? Do I see promises never made, or is it just a
Is this song on the record? Because if so, this is going to be a banger.
Make me love, make it stop, or come on, let the damn thing go. I am hanging on your heart, make me love or fall apart. Come on,
Make Me. I think that's the
We've
first
always
song on the
been
record.
an indie label band, even though we've been signed to Epic and, Capitol and stuff. A band like Heart is a living organism. That's why we have to keep changing, and we've been on indies. We're on a new one now, which is great, Sovereign, which is amazing.
I love that description of living organism, because if you were a band, well, unless you want to have a one-hit wonder and then stop making music, you need to evolve, not only with the times, but with your own creative direction, regardless of what the outside world or all of the labels and producers what they tell you. You got to do your own thing, and Heart, they do their own thing, that's for sure.
We've been on indies. We're on a new one now, which is great, Sovereign, which is amazing. The artist label, formed by artists.
It's been about, 10 years since we did a studio album with Heart, and especially a big rock record with Heart. I got to produce the album.
At this point in our career, I don't know who else could produce Heart but Nancy. I thought she did a really incredible job. As a singer, her producing me, yes. I say yes to that.
What song is this?
It's I've been around long enough to know what I want, and especially what I don't want to hear Heart be,
We're not trying to resort to the past.
Whoa, we got Mike and Jerry on this. Oh man, so are they opting for a grungier album? I'm not gonna. I guess I shouldn't over extrapolate based on one riff that I've heard, but that would be awesome.
To hear heartbeat, you know.
We're not trying to resort to the past, you know, to restate ourselves in any way. There's no Barracuda cover, you know.
They want to create something new, which sounds very new. That does give me Alice in Chains vibes. I don't know why. Shine on. I could tell you, I already love
Iconic
this
sort
album.
of rock vibe to it. Almost like a female Led Zeppelin vibe, you know?
Female Led Zeppelin. Side note, but we need to do more Led Zeppelin on the channel as well.
What would a heart fan, what would a heartmonger like to hear the most, you know? Like, what is the fan's perspective of Heart? Like, what would your dream Heart album be like? And I think that's what we came up with.
Things ain't what they used to be. Now I believe in all extremes. Things ain't what they used to be, and that won't change till we're 103.
Bit of a country vibe in this one. Are these all on the record?
Try to solve the big equation of you plus me.
Things. I like things.
Things. It's so cool because it's so not serious, and it kind of lets you in. You know, it's sort of like you get to be there.
I'm pretty sure she mentioned Thing. I think that's a track on this record. I'd have to look at the track list.
Plus me.
Things. I like things.
Things. It's so cool because it's
Track
so
number
not
3.
serious, and it kind of lets you in. You know, it's sort of like you get to be there and just hang. It's like a hang song.
Let's never try to solve the big equation of you plus me.
The equation of you plus me. Into the fatty section. Huge overdriven sound.
The title, Jupiter's Darling. Late one night I was falling asleep and
Oh, I didn't put this together. This is a fractal. Look at that. If you zoom in, like, you'll have endless versions of what we're seeing here, but microscopic, but still somehow universally large, because you could zoom in further into the microscopic one and infinitely regress, infinitely. It's weird. It's crazy. I remember learning about it in my 7th grade math class.
the title, Jupiter's Darling. Late one night I was falling asleep and the TV was on, and it was a title that came up. It's a movie title, Jupiter's Darling. Turned out to be an old Esther Williams film, like 2.5 stars, kind of a rambling, sprawling, not very good movie.
It's the oldest story.
Rambling and sprawling. Is that how they describe this record? Guess we'll find out. Oh my God, that harmony.
Then we come to find out that, you know, all this stuff about Jupiter.
It's always saving Earth's butt constantly.
Yeah.
Jupiter is. So, you know, the more we looked into it, the more it was just a cool, great, serendipitous thought.
So we used it. We took it. Titles are free.
This is called a fractal, and it's also called a Mandelbrot.
I'm glad
and
she's explaining it. The
it's a
Mandelbrot
shape that
fractal.
reoccurs in nature, again and again and again.
So
the,
it's, yeah.
the more you magnify, the more times you see it. Okay.
Do you see?
She explained that far more succinctly than I. One additional thing I'll just suggest you guys check out at some point. Go on YouTube. You're already here. Great job. Go into the search bar and type in just like smallest to largest space bodies, and they'll start with like the smallest quark ever and then build their way all the way up to like the entirety of the universe, and each increment, each increase in size feels impossible. And the scale of the universe is an insane thing to contemplate.
Me,
Fun
do I
videos though.
see you and all the footprints we left in this room?
In summary, I'd like to say we'd like to thank you for showing.
Showing. We've seen a lot of sides of this music thing. We've been through a lot of different phases with it. We've been around the corner, we've come straight through the middle, we've been kind of shoved to the side. We've gone underground before for a while and came back.
We've been number one, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, if you give everything to it, everything, then there's a big chance you're going to be really successful.
It's the perfect goodbye. No time, no tale. Hands from your lips.
Whoa, that is sketchy.
That never fail. It's a simple farewell.
Oh, well, I'm looking forward to going on the road.
There is 1 million thrills to be had when you're, standing on a big rock stage next to an amazing rock singer.
Well, right back at you. I mean,
Playing to a bunch of people that are there because of you. They want to see you, You get to almost be Jimmy Page for a minute, for 2 hours. You get to sort of channel all
Paying
of
their
your own
respects.
heroes all at once. There's nothing quite like that feeling. It's so out of body.
it's really
in a certain
addictive, too.
way.
The tour is
I
going to
love how
start in
open they are
Europe,
about that.
Ireland, England, Scotland,
Their experience
Holland.
on stage.
We haven't been there in 10 years, so it's going to be really great.
Never fail. It's a simple farewell. No fight, no flight. No, live, no die. No me, no cry, 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 cry. No me, no cry.
We just finished the album. It's called Jupiter's Darling.
It's soulful, it's kick-ass, it's real. The songs are all new songs written by us about new things.
I'm super proud of this one. It really has a lot of soul, and it puts so much
Soul
love
twice.
into this album, so
Soulful.
it shows. You can hear it. It's gonna be a blast to play this stuff live.
Hopefully, maybe we can we can influence other people to actually relate to their fellow man, from our family love.
We're the Love Zealots from way back,
Love Zealots, that's cool.
and we're coming to your town.
It's the perfect goodbye. No time, no tale. Hands from your lips. The words that never fail. It's a simple
I think that is enough hype, enough anticipation. They they talked about a lot in there, a lot of great clips of each of the songs in there. I guess by the end we'll figure out if this album is rambling and sprawling, and I guess the third thing being soulful. Let's jump into it, guys. Let's do this thing. This is Make Me. Some like droning notes in that. And I felt like that was a natural harmonic earlier. Whoa. Yeah, when she said real, she meant it. This recording feels like it's directly in the studio. That immediately settles in.
Tell me why after all this time is the light hiding in your eyes? Do I see promises never made, or is it just a sweet surprise? Make me high, make me low, make it stop, but come on, let the damn thing go. I am hanging on your heart, make me love or fall apart.
is an amazing chorus, super fresh.
Talk to me, tell me now, tell me true.
Dude,
Tell me
Heart are so good at songwriting. I'm just going to say it up front so I don't have to repeat myself over the course of the next hour. I probably might, but just know they know exactly what they're doing. The dynamics in their sections are always perfectly calibrated so that every drop, every punch just is felt.
what you wanna do. Are we gonna go on one by one, or do we go two by two? Make me high, make me low, make it stop, oh come on, let the damn thing go. I am hanging on your heart, make me love or fall apart. Come on, make me.
It's almost like presenting an ultimatum. Make me love or destroy me. Yeah, we know Anne has a lot more where that came from. The harmony, right? Oh, it's gone. Yeah, it's back again.
Open up your hand and set me free.
And listen to this acoustic just churning along.
Like a hitcher on the wind. Set me free again, set me free again, set me free, free, free again. Make me high, make me low, make it stop, oh, come on, let the damn thing go. I am hanging on your heart, make me love or fall apart. Make me fly, make me fall, make me everything or make me nothing at all. I am hanging on your heart, let me love or fall apart. Come on, make
Oh, that is the statement.
me.
That is a statement song if I ever heard one to start off the record. Make me, the other part, break me. So with your love, with your choice, you can either make me or break me. And the ball is in your court. And that is just, it's such an opening statement. I love the energy in this song. It felt youthful at times, but honestly matured in its songwriting. And the fact that it has such a super fresh sound after many years of previous work that was really well known, that people loved and appreciated, for this album to come out 10 years after the fact, just shows you that they are in it for the long haul. They are in it for the love of the game because they want to craft the best songs that they can, regardless of, how others feel about it. And I love this direction. This is Oldest Story in the World. Heavy riffing guitar. Oh, start stopping. Almost like a bit of a Black Sabbath technique.
Kicking down darkness. Stick it on down.
Making me think of Iron Maiden now too, Judas Priest.
Kill your superstition. Gotta get a state of grace. It's the oldest story in the world. When there's nowhere left to hide, we just take it all in stride. When there's no more asking why, but there's nothing left to do but love, baby, love, baby, love, love, baby, love you. Crash the television.
Yeah, baby.
Those games and
I love the energy in this. The riff is just phenomenal.
Gotta get a resolution. Better get back to school. It's the oldest story in the world. There is nowhere left to hide. We just take it all in stride. When there's no more asking why, there is nothing left to do but love, baby, love, baby, love, love, baby, love you.
That is so unique to flip into the falsetto there.
Fair weather friends and fair weather cool. And righteous the right by all the bad news. Rich up the rich, dumb down the poor.
Wow, okay, hold on. I don't know how to form this question because I'm overwhelmed by how good this is. How do they have the foresight to be able to come up with that exact question? Can righteous the right buy all the bad news that is happening? It is happening everywhere. It is happening. People always talk about the news and how it's bought and paid for and always has an agenda. And dude, they knew it. It's been the case for so long. That often is the whole point of the media apparatus in general. And I love it. I love that this song points out all of these things, and it is kind of critical. These issues, especially as it relates to like income inequality too, are far worse now more than ever. There's never been, well, let me say it like this: the 3 or 4 times in the history of the United States and maybe just globally where there's been this level of income inequality, good things have not followed. Bad things followed. Destruction, complete collapse of governments and societies. And, I like to put my conspiratorial hat on occasionally. And yes, it is cool to like think about all of the things because I do still have a boy's brain. But like, can we truly not figure out that we just have to stop being as greedy as we are being, because we all deserve this world as much as the world deserves the best versions of us? Yeah, let me not yap too long here. Let's get back to the music.
All the bad news. Rich up the rich, dumb down the poor. I can't take it no more, take it no more, take it no more, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it. Yeah.
She is tired of it too. Oh, what was that? I love it. I love it. I just don't know what it is. What is that, like sucking through like a straw? Feedback, the emptiness. What a breakdown, dude. Oh my god. I don't know how I'm gonna rate the songs on this record. Love is the solution, right? Dude, I love this so far. I love how creative they are. The riffs are bitchin'. I don't ever use that descriptor, but like truly that is exactly what is happening here. And I love the thematic direction that this album is taking so far, but especially the vibe in the second song, full of attitude and disdain for the problems in this world, oftentimes self-imposed, and presenting the solution that is unity, that is love, peace, care for one another, the hard stuff, the simple stuff, but the hard stuff. they said this is going to be more of like a fun like palate cleanser, I believe.
Ain't what they used to be. Now I believe in all extremes.
Definitely breaks up the intensity we just felt.
Things ain't what they used to be, and that won't change till we're 103. Yeah. Let's never try to solve the big equation of you plus me.
I think they must be using a slide there for the guitar.
Things ain't what they used to be. Can you believe it? All we've seen. Things ain't what they used to be. It's theme park living, ecstasy. Yeah.
It's a fun acoustic riff.
Never try to solve
I would love to learn how to play that.
equation of you plus me. Some say we're here today.
switches up.
Yesterday is just a dream. Ancient history is all the same. We figured out what to take and what to leave for the honeybees.
Oh, the buzzing on bees, that's a little fun inclusion.
Things ain't what they used to be. No money and no guarantee.
Yeah, she's just echoing all that we know.
No, things ain't what they used to be. Our future's in a cup of charity. Yeah. Let's never try to solve the big equation of you plus me.
Never try to solve it. I didn't process that the first time I heard it. I like that lyric a lot.
Yesterday is just
Never try to solve it.
ancient history. It's all the same. We figured out what to take and what to leave for the honeybees.
That's a fun one. Definitely had more of like a acoustic folk kind of vibe to it. Get some laughter there. Yeah, definitely like a folk acoustic vibe. Certainly breaks up the album, but one thing just to note, like they are putting a lot of attention to detail in the acoustic, like throughout the entire album, but especially in the acoustic guitar. The way that it's strumming and riffing, it's not just the simple like campfire strumming along where you play every single string with every single strum. There's a time and place for that, and we all love it, but there's a lot more nuance into the acoustic riffing that we're hearing, a lot of pull-offs especially. And I remember as a younger lad in my guitar teacher's class, and he would give me songs like this. I didn't get things by heart in particular, but songs where I would have to learn how to not only play the chord, but the outlines of the chord with each of the notes, and then eventually learn how to like hammer on and pull off at different moments and then transition to other chords. I still remember, like, I learned how to play guitar solos before I learned how to strum chords simply. So like it was painstaking for me to play songs like, things by heart, but I always appreciate the difficulty in the acoustics when I hear it like this. Let's keep going. This is the perfect goodbye.
Do you see me? Do I see you? And all the footprints we left in this room. A smile in the hall, framed on the wall. Do we say words that rise and fall like circles of blue? Shoes on the floor, they're intertwined, just like the touch.
I would say this is the most straight up song so far.
Walk through that door and say no more. Say no more easy alibis to put out the fire. It's the perfect goodbye.
Oh.
No time, no time.
Whoa, yeah. This chorus, I remember this chorus. This hits so good. Yeah, it immediately clicked for me.
No fight, no flight. no live, no die. No me, no
I've heard this chorus somewhere.
no me, no cry.
Thinking I heard it somewhere on like a TikTok algorithm, but that drop into the chorus is like, it is like a flash in my mind because I've experienced it somewhere and I was brought back to that ambiguous place. So I don't know where I exactly discovered it. I'm thinking it's TikTok or wherever else, but what a hit.
Perfect goodbye.
I'm so glad to have discovered it again now. I feel like I'm having that full circle closure moment.
Never felt a simple farewell. No fight, no flight. No live, no die. No me, no cry, 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 cry. No me, no cry. The perfect goodbye.
I'm gonna have like 10 songs in my honorable mentions, by the way.
I should have known better alone than killing time with fake Valentines. It's the perfect goodbye. No time, no tale.
Hear that chugging and the strumming?
Lips, the words that never felt a simple farewell. No fight, no flight. No, no live, no die.
That was one of the best
No me,
choruses.
no cry, 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 cry. No me, no cry. I'll see you sometime.
This thing.
Once in a while. No partners in crime. Just a face and
The electric guitar is putting this over the top for me. Oh, I thought that was the bridge, so we're stripping it back again. I just know my girlfriend would love this song. And she doesn't love a lot of what I listen to, so I'm glad to have this one.
No fight, no flight. No live, no die. No me, no cry, 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 cry.
That modulation. Dude.
The perfect goodbye.
It's so lush. What an amazing song. I can tell you right now, this is my favorite one so far. What a catchy chorus. Beautiful strumming and patterns. Just, that was so rich. Wow, and we are turning it all back. Super quiet up front here. I can literally hear each of the strings. I love that. It's like each of the ridges of the strings, it's like scratching my ear.
I always felt it like a sigh. But this is new. This blue fire inside his eyes. With feet of snow, I try and
What a chord. $10 chord.
he makes the northern lights come dance for me again. He's good enough, he's sweet enough, he's man enough, a little tough. I need so much, I want so much, need to feel that secret touch. Why can't I break out? Why won't he
journey this song is. It is so lovely. Dude, I love the ambiguity in some of these chords. 10 album, 10 out of 10. I promise.
Lately, loneliness, it just grows and grows and grows. 'Cause here it is.
What a direction to move. That it's just like ominous. Like I truly feel like I'm like a broken record at this point, but this is such a creative album in like every facet. This song brings up so many comments I'd like to make about melody and just oscillating on different sides of obvious feel into something that we can't readily discern, but we can feel the eeriness, we can feel the unsettling nature of the melody, yet we are so close to something that feels very bright. That song to me, Enough, almost feels melodically like we are in this transient limbo kind of a place without being unsatisfying. Like, it is satisfying to say it like that. It's like we averaged across those different places. There was enough dynamics where we crossed that arbitrary, invisible border between, let's say, brightness and darkness. But part of me also thinks like she invented, like Anne here, and even all of the instrumentation, Hart invented this fourth dimension outside of the obvious measures here. It's so weird because it feels so simple what they're doing, yet you don't hear this kind of sound often. And something I'll say too, this is more broad, but I love the simplicity across these lyrics. It's very easy to like want to get super poetic, and I am a bit of a perpetrator when it comes to like being overly verbose on occasion, well, maybe very often. And in my own songwriting, like when I'm writing the poetry that I attempt to, sometimes I'm like, dude, I wouldn't even say it in this way, but maybe I might, and I'm overthinking it. But Hart, they keep it simple, they keep it sweet, and it hits. Oh, there it is. That's the riff from earlier. I'm just gonna, in my notes, put that riff. Makes sense you have Jerry Cantrell on this. This is such a great song. production, dude. There is a song, forgive me for making this reference if you don't appreciate rap, but there is a song by Yellow Wolf called, what is it called? It's called like Barnfire, I'm pretty sure. And if you just listen to the riff in that song, there is a bit of, I would call it like similarity in the production and the overall vibe, like this kind of like slow moving, big stepping, just guitar strums. Yeah, if you listen to that song, you may quickly know what I'm getting at. It's hard to describe it off the fly here. This is a perfect chorus for that riff, by the way. It's a bit of a contrast, but it's still within the melodic sphere.
Just leave it all behind and I'll see you some other time. Move on. Yeah, move on. See you on the flip side.
Oh my god, there's more to this song. Oh, they are unrelenting.
Don't waste your time.
What? The rhythm there.
But never you mind.
It's like they're shifting it in real time.
Hey, don't waste your time.
How did they create that feel? Hold on, let's find it.
Hey, don't waste your time.
I think that whole thing, that whole transition is all 4/4, and then eventually the feel catches up to the time signature, but the feel completely changed there. It's almost like impossible to headbang along to it even though the tempo is the same. Really creative stuff. One more time.
Hey, don't waste your time.
Shine on Records. Come on, man. I love that they're drawing from grunge. would have thunk it? Truly, that was incredible. What an amazing feel. Like, put me right in the vibe of Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden. I'm a fan. Are we entering our Taylor Swift era now? What's going on here? It's so bright compared to what we just had. When she mentioned earlier the rambling and the sprawling, you would at least imagine that, like, okay, we had a grunge song and maybe we'll go tangential into like hard rock and then we'll soften the bridge, and then later in the next song that follows will be an even softer acoustic, and there's that gradual shifting. Between Move On and I Need the Rain, there's been anything but gradual.
Deep underground, gone too far, better turn around. I've been running away. I've been running away, away. Don't you know I need the rain to hide
Another acoustic layer got added.
to cover me?
Is that acoustic? That's brighter.
Wash me clear.
Almost like a
Don't you know I need the rain to
almost like a
hide
harp.
my tears? I'm in my cloud. I'm not here. No killing the sun to know where I go. No, no killing the
Their
sun
melodies.
to know
Chef's kiss.
where I go. Stop the world, make it wait. Don't you burn my eyes in the fires of day. Let me stay dark and safe.
I'm like swaying as I hear this one.
Crazy rain.
I feel like I'm on my ranch, but this ranch is about to be, I don't know, set on fire. We'll see.
Running away. I've been running away, away. Don't you know I need
We'll do this in with the acoustic.
to hide my tears, to cover me, wash me clear? Don't you know I need rain to hide my tears?
You know what reference came to my mind is Sade. This is so lush, it is so relaxing, and like that softness, that sensualness is what you might expect when you listen to a Sade track. But what we get on the flip side with the strings, the acoustic, that movement, it is more of a folk, more of like a country. I have never heard these genres paired together. Only Heart, man. Jesus Christ, they're so creative.
Don't you know I need rain to hide my tears? I'm in my cloud, and I'm not here. No killing sun to know where I go. No
Awesome
killing
harmonies.
sun to know where I go.
Almost like I'm listening to the Chicks.
I've been running away. I've been running away.
the harmony.
Away. Don't you know I need a rain to hide my tears, to cover me,
That was so beautiful. And I've never heard anything like that. I don't know how I'm going to rank all these songs because we are, how many songs deep? We are 7 going on 8 songs deep in this. And I feel like all of those songs deserve to be in the top 5. And they're all of such different styles. Yeah, wish me luck is what I'll say. It's an electric delay riff. I just noticed that detail. So when you hear the first strum, it immediately gets echoed into the left. So it's technically every other strum is being played, but the delay makes it feel like you're always hearing a new strum.
That you really don't want to show. You hide.
So panning.
Something somebody did to you and you guard it like a lie. And I know what I'm talking about, 'cause I seen it leaking out. But I'm with you, baby, now, and I'm not sneaking out. And I know, and I feel, you're not showing me. How can I change what you won't let me see? I give up, I give in, you win this time. Knowing you means to let you go. I give up, I give in, you win this time. But don't be long, baby, don't be long. I love you, I love you.
I really appreciate, excuse me, losing my voice. I really appreciate that all of these songs are allowed to build. I feel like a lot of the choruses are almost just extended versions of what other bands would write for their choruses. A quick 8 measures or 12 bars and then right out the door. But like Heart, they have managed to bridge the gap between pre-chorus and chorus and whatever comes between that new phenomenon and chorus, and they keep finding ways to make every single movement feel like it's a new section, but also it contributes to this overarching chorus. It's like the entire song is the chorus, and it's just this phenomenon that keeps growing with each like macro loop. It's very impressive, and I don't know how they do it. I just hear it and I enjoy it, and here we are. Just noticed the acoustic strumming there. Not sure if that was there before.
Yeah, I know, but I feel that you're loving me. How can I change what you won't let me see? I give up, I give in, you win this time. Knowing you means to let you go. I give up, I give in, you win this time. But don't be long, baby, don't be long. I love you, I love you, and I know you, I love you.
That call and response there. Getting some cool riffage now.
I give up.
That is a fun strumming pattern. With a lot of those muted strums kind of breaking up the pitch.
I know you got that secret that you really don't want to show. I give up, I give in, you win this
that song. Super creative. Like, I really don't know how to how to unpack these tracks at this point. It just feels like everything is like the perfect version of what I'm hearing, and it's all very fresh for me, but hitting all the same. Um, yeah, I'm noticing a lot of these extended passages, a lot of creative moments that kind of move on and on. It does make me think that a bit of what Anne was saying, the sprawling and the rambling, it's within it, but it's not like incoherent ramblings. It all serves a grander purpose, and to be honest, it's almost like they are creating the song with us, just based on the way that they don't feel like as pre-prepared. I wish I had a better way to communicate that thought, but something is just so natural about all of these creative decisions. They don't just stick out like a sore thumb. They all work intensely well. Big shout out to Anne and her vocals too. Like, she will always need the praise, but or not. She will never need the praise, but she always deserves the praise, because this go around, it almost feels like she is playing more with the dynamics than than before, if you can believe that. She's spending a lot of time crafting these elongated phrases. She's very good at playing with the phrasing in general, with the rhythm, with her timbre, with how loud she is, with how playful she sounds. Standout work from Anne. Let's keep going, guys. Vainglorious. I need to stand up and move my legs. Momentarily drop out the guitar there. You don't want the sugar, but you'll take the cream. Bundle up, baby, say the fortune teller, 'cause a vanity man. The transition into the halftime feel is so smooth. This is your double, this is your speed. Bundle up, baby, say the fortune teller. It kicks in just amazingly. Catch your voice crack in there. Oh, here it comes. Was that the first solo of the album? My brain is like not willing to accept that that might be the first solo of the album. It took 9 songs, but we got one. Well, I don't think there was another solo anywhere else. There were breakdowns and there were sections that were like very guitar heavy, but more so riffing and massive chugging. But dude, tell me that they do not follow a formula. Like, that is exactly what is happening. They have no formula. They just know how to make a song shine on its own.
Glorious.
So vain and glorious. There's something wrong with like modern music where like riffs like this are are just not coming out as often. How do Heart have so many bangers like this and it's just their own? They have discovered a treasure trove somewhere and they are just milking with all these riffs. Built-in metronome into the song, essentially.
No other love, darling, I'm flying.
Wow.
No other love,
How does Anne come up with this vocal melody against this beat?
I'm flying.
I would be so stuck to the click,
I can go,
but she is melismatic across these moments.
go anywhere.
Yeah, she is flying, actually.
No other love could take me there. Oh.
Dare I say this is the most experimental song on the record?
No other love, darling,
We'll see.
I'm
I mean, so far this is just a journey.
no other love, darling, I'm flying, and I can go anywhere.
Wow. This is such an impressive song.
No other love could take me there.
The acoustic melody panned fully right. It's very well textured and it's positioned where it just stays there.
Darling, I'm flying. Darling, I'm flying.
I get to count this in 3.
I can go.
Wow.
I can go anywhere.
The slow burn of slow burns, but we got there.
No other love could take me there.
The strings make this so, so good. Oh my god, those are gorgeous.
No other love,
This is all kinds of things, guys.
Darling, I'm flying. No other love. Darling, I'm flying.
The rawness in her vocals, dude. Oh. Oh my god, that might be one of the better songs on this record. And like, I say that with love and respect to all of the other just cracked out amazing songs that we've heard so far, but the way that No Other Love just grew and grew, and it wins you over with each moment, with each edition. And by the way, we started in such a unique place with the, what was it, the simple click with her vocals and that electric guitar, very soft. Then the acoustic melody populates our headphones. Then the strings that are just like toffee, they are so rich. Oh, dude, and the, like, when the beat fully kicks in and all of the song and intensity grows and comes to a head, the payoff is worth everything. Is it fair to say like that was the highest high of the album so far? Because there have been a lot of like intense and big moments, but I felt like that was one of the like higher emotional highs here. Yeah, I'm gonna rank that one highly for sure. This is Led to One. Interesting rhythm. I can't find the one. I don't know where to bob my head to. Song is blowing my mind rhythmically and melodically. I feel like I'm so close to understanding it, but I'm like just out of reach. It's like that eye booger that you see, and as you look at it, it continues to trail, and as you continue to follow it, it trails more. So you never get the satisfaction of actually looking at what the hell that thing is. You see it in your eyes, right? Occasionally. Anyways. This chord. Yeah, the melodic movement on Downtown, those three notes, none of them I expect, and they all create such a cool set of emotions that are just hard to explain. Like, who thinks of that? Is that even correct? Who thinks of that? music theorists out there, tell me why this song is so good. I'm having the time of my life over here, and most of the time I don't understand how what I'm hearing is happening, yet it is happening.
Lying right beside you, all the things we've done. This I didn't plan, now I understand why. We belong together, no more need to fight. Underneath the skin, we can let it in and float it through the night.
That's 4/4.
Ain't never been here before.
I like that melody.
You come and knock down my door. Yeah.
It is crazy how they can make the entire song sound and feel like the chorus. Am I wrong?
You come and knock down my door. Yeah. My river, lighter than a child.
What a texture.
Breezes flowing down the Nile, softer than the clouds around us. Feeling of my eyes, silky as your burning kisses.
Full playfulness in the guitar. Oh my god, it's so fragile and disgusting. I love how it's like so lazy. Wow. What is that solo? And I'm not ragging on it. I hope you don't confuse what I'm saying here. This solo is not at all what anyone would ever think to do. It's just like, let your amp just hurl and heave. It's like going through it, you're letting it fall apart. It's like calling last drinks at the bar. All of their songs are so individually memorable. They love to stretch and bend and break their riffs and melodies. It's truly like falling apart here. It is sinking into the marsh. catches my spirit. I don't know how it's doing that, but it is. Has been looping, and all the while a UFO has appeared. Round and round the mile we go.
Jesus better hurry, and Buddha better scoot, because if they don't, Rosie toot toot.
Didn't catch the moment where I said it earlier, but this album is a 10 out of 10.
Anyway, as I was saying before we all got blown away. Oh man, flash flood in a paper cup, no chance to steady up. Oh man,
Dude, the recording is so raw. I
what's
love.
the check and fit it stop shooting out the TV? Is it Y2K or is it World War III? Dogs and fleas and ran away way into the fray, and woe to hell we have to pay.
What an unexpected. Oh, okay. What an unexpected vocal melody. What an unexpected vocal melody against this really interesting, like thrashy backdrop. What an interesting vocal melody with that thrashy backdrop and the harmony. It's just each and every single one of these decisions and together are all so impossibly different from one another, yet somehow this combo is working. I'd keep saying that, but with all of the impossibilities, heart, they find a way. Jesus.
Woe to hell we have to pay. Have you heard? As I was saying, I'm fine.
I got it. Makes sense to me.
Things don't make sense to me all the time, yeah. I'm hanging right on that line. Oh, as I was saying, ooh, I'm fine. This summer lifeline, stone crimson love, slow-mo explosion come down from above. Too loud to noise of a tumbling world. If you can hear me, it's all in a word. Have you
I qualify this as a solo.
As I was saying,
A zinc.
fine. Things don't make sense all the time. Anyway, as I was saying, excuse me for just a moment, please.
I love this album, and it's also beating the crap out of me. There's so much that to appreciate. Okay. Do you hear that, like, do, 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 that ascending melody that kind of has appeared, I think, twice or three times now in total? Now, that particular movement is being broken up into this new strumming pattern.
Things don't make sense.
So just listen for that.
Anyways, I was saying, excuse me for just a moment, please. Oh man, I'm okay, I'll come around right after I have this little breakdown.
Yeah, dude, they are getting so much mileage from every melody, from every strumming pattern, from all of these melodic movements and these motifs and all of the things that I'm mentioning and whatever else that they're able to like repeat, but also have rhyme, but be more impressive somehow because of what came before and how there's still more creative juice to squeeze out of the proverbial, what would you want? An orange, a pomegranate, lemon. This is crazy, dude. I don't know how to like feel right now because we're nearing the end of this album, and like I said, rating these songs is just damn near impossible. I would love to know, like, amongst Heart fans, what is the consensus around this album? I'd imagine people would be giving this perfect ratings or hate it, and I feel like because no one can hate this album, it is just so polarizingly, like, everyone's opinion on this album must be they love it, right? I refuse to believe anything else. Dark there, and it brightened up momentarily. Can't lie, I have not been listening to the lyrics. The music has been just taking me, so I gotta go back a little bit. I just need a moment, dude. It's so good. It's unrelenting, it's unexpected, it's unapologetic. It is all of the good uns for this album. Um it's like every song is my favorite song, and I'm hearing all of this for the first time, so like, after a few re-listens, ask me like which songs became the cream of the crop as I go through it again. But dude, on this first pass, like, they can do no wrong. Every single song has just been an N of one. I can't really compare it to like any other genres for real, because they're drawing from so many influences, and they're also very referential. If you think of like even the idea of them going back to their roots, you're getting so much of what made Heart organic to begin with, and no one was able to replicate their sound for decades. And then they're like, okay, since no one else can do it, let's just do it again, but do it again different. But because we came from that place, there's always going to be high correlation, but like they've still made everything brand new. They have like repackaged everything in a way that you cannot tell that it's repackaged, because there's so much new imbued in all of it. I don't know how to describe it, because it's just like such a fresh new sound. It's like they're just the inventors, and all of it is the creative expression. Yeah, I'm going to also rate that song very highly too. And the thing is, like, that song is interesting for me because for a while there, wasn't quite getting it. I was vibing to it a lot, and I loved the thrashiness, and I loved how some of the melodies were not as obvious. And similarly, in identifying the riffs, I wasn't sure about some of them. And maybe just like without thinking, the song sort of came to me. But Fallen Ones is weird in the sense that it's the opposite of a slow burn, where it is intense, but what makes it intense isn't obvious. So it's like a slow burn in terms of my own understanding of the track, and by the end, once I more so get it, that's when like the intensity ramps up, and it all just feels like a perfect cathartic moment of like me getting it and the song telling you like, okay, Sohum, now you've got it, and we're going to give you the most intense payoff. This is the penultimate track, Lost Angel. Wow, dude. It's so unobvious.
As it was before, shall it ever be?
How do you craft a vocal melody to this?
Hear it on the crying wind, hear it weeping on the sea. Through the winter valley wide, and through the darkest night.
So another guitar is entered, so it stabilizes the track somehow.
It comes evil news of the coming fight. Yeah. So love, bring your birds, bring your
Well, I
feathers.
love with the two acoustic guitars you're hearing, you can tell that the parts are being played on different parts of the fretboard. Some of the higher strings for, I think it's the left panned guitar, and some of the lower strings for the right panned guitar. But if you'll remember, the right panned guitar was there with us from the very beginning. It's the brighter left that got introduced later.
Come and fight. Yeah. So love, bring your
This is a high IQ album, guys, if that's even a thing.
Stardust, yeah, yeah, we are. And the willow is pushed to bend. Yeah, too much, too much, too much of me. And stardust we will be again. Oh, love, bring your birds, bring your feathers of peace. All through the storm, let the tides release. Yeah, 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 yeah. Love, bring your birds, bring your feathers of peace. All through the storm, let the tides release. Well, come on down, lost angel, find us now. From the clouds above, right down to the ground. Come on down, lost angel, find us now. From the clouds above, right down to the ground. Lost angel. Bring your birds, bring your feathers of peace. All through the storm, let the tides release. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love, bring your birds, bring your feathers of peace. All through the storm, let the tides release. Well, come on down, lost angel, find us now. Clouds above, right down to the ground. Come on down, lost angel, find us now. From the clouds above, right down to
It's
the
like a
ground.
sermon. She's preaching.
Lost angel,
Wow.
come on down.
Can this kind of album ever be replicated? No, the answer is no. Not yet, Anne. Oh my god. I would say that was the most soulful track. Like when we talk about soul from earlier, that song just does not stop. I really, really like. I feel so out of my depth in this reaction because I've like gone the entire way through, but I'm realizing more and more like Dunning-Kruger, where this is just so far beyond my pay grade of understanding just how good it is. Like all of my attempts thus far to articulate what makes this good, they have been in extremely good faith, and I love to do my level of analysis, but I think there is a certain knowledge gap that I need to like kind of bridge to like give you even more special sauce that is making up, well, more special details that make up the special sauce of this thingy. Oh God, I think you guys know what I'm trying to get at here. Just realize that this album is breaking me, but also, like when you break down your muscles, they're built back stronger. Like the next time you throw hard at me, I will be more ready, I guess. Hopefully a little bit more intelligent and intelligible, but we have made it to the last song. This is Hello Moonglow. And what an experience.
Hello, moon glow.
Oh, that harmony.
I need you here.
Oh, that's
Don't disappear.
it's almost like Imogen Heap.
Bring me your halo. Don't let me down. Come shine around.
Gorgeous.
You know sometimes it's a long way through the day. I'm blown away, and if I know when I land back on the ground, you'll be
The chromatic walk down. They don't care about repetition. It's like just move with the vibe, move with the melody, create beauty wherever you go. Don't be stingy. They've dropped so many golden eggs in this album.
You know sometimes it's a long way through the day. I'm blown away, and if I know when I land back on the ground, you'll be around.
That's the end. That's how we end the album. Oh my God, it is the craziest thing I have heard. I put so many notes down, and I definitely am not going to have the time to go through all of them. Oh my God. That was the best experience ever. I would love to know what y'all's experiences were when you first heard this record. It couldn't have been much different than mine. I feel like my brain exploding. How many songs we had? Was it 16? My brain exploding. We'll give a 10x multiple. 160 times during this almost 2 hours of listening. I think that's appropriate. I don't see an alternative. This album was unexpected, so dynamic, so creative, unique, where else? Expressive, real, aggressive, very textured, super full. There's so much depth to what we heard. And the thing is, like, this album expands in so many novel directions too. You can think of all the unique styles that confronted us. We had our folk, we had our soul, we had our rock, we had our pop, we had our grunge, many more that I probably missed or haven't listed in that short numbering there. It's otherworldly. It holds on to you so quickly. It never let goes, and your interest continues to peak because at no point are you able to predict anything that's about to come your way. Even if you've enjoyed the same song for 3 minutes, it is likely that 3 minutes and 10 seconds is going to be a completely new sound, or at least with some element being different and carefully poured over. Like, I saw this YouTube short the other day, and it was an old man. He was painting this beautiful landscape, mountains and rivers and trees. You may have seen it on your own YouTube shorts. And he's, narrating the video. He says, I've been working on this painting for 2 years. And why do people ask me all the time, why do you spend 2 years on a painting if you can just put out a great many? It's because there's so many details, and he zoomed in on an area where he wanted to just shift the rocks slightly and it gave that landscape a whole new meaning. And it's all of these little decisions that, create the mountain that is Jupiter's darling. Every single song had 400 different things to talk about. Like, I did my best to call out all that came my way without being too overburdening to you guys. I probably aired too much on that side of just trying to unload all that I'm thinking, but that's just the thing. With great music, I will have so much to say, and a few of the things I would like to say outside of what I already mentioned is that this album was definitely soulful, absolutely rambling, definitely sprawled all over the place, but I wouldn't have it any other way. That was such an N of One experience. Would love more of that. If you guys know of other albums that sound like this, or if Heart have put out more music that just needs our attention, you can use the first link in the description box below to request a reaction yourself, or of course you can scan the QR code on your screen. The last segment of this video, I'm going to give you guys my favorite songs on the record, and I've been like writing in my notes like the ordering, and I've been like moving them around, and I'm just inclined to leave the ordering where it is right now and just have like 15 honorable mentions. My favorite songs, in no particular order, were The Perfect Goodbye, No Other Love, Fallen Ones, I Need the Rain, Make Me, Enough, Move On, and Lost Angel, and Hello Moonglow. And how many songs did I just list? Like, those were all my favorites, and I think the ones that I didn't mention had like barely, they just got edged out. Like, they're in that like S tier below S plus. I could go into like each and every single one of the songs and just like give you the litany, but to be honest, I feel like I already did a bit of that as we went through the tracks, and I think I just need to listen to this whole album again to really give you the deep dive on each track, because like I said, every like 10 seconds there is so much density to what gets introduced to the song. It really is hard to just simply like give you a feel for a track or what details spoke to me, because there's just so many. And I realize I've said that a bunch, but yeah, it continues to be true. What I will say about the first three that I listed were they all involved some level of genre blending, some level of melodic ambiguity. Maybe save for The Perfect Goodbye, which had more of an obvious structure, but was super lush and rich all the same with all of the layering. The other two tracks, No Other Love and Fallen Ones, they did things that I've never heard other songs do. And to get me to love a song that I've never heard of that like style before is an extremely impressive feat, because we as humans are biased towards things that we know and understand. And maybe it's just a bit of my own archetype where I'm a very open-minded person and I'm constantly searching for the awesome things that are out there. But those two songs being as new as they are in terms of their sound, they're so fresh. I will be spamming them until I understand them, and then I'll be able to give you even more info on what makes them so great. But for now, 100 out of 10. This was one of the best albums I've listened to. Thank you very much, Scott, for the request. I've rambled long enough. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.